Good morning guys, my name is Rome. Today I'm going to show you how I set up my home defense shotgun as a regular civilian while having morning coffee. So let's start with what I have. I have the Mossberg 88, which is a relatively inexpensive shotgun. This is the 18.5 security model. It holds 5 in the magazine tube and 1 in the chamber. For my setup, I use 3 kinds of shells. So the first shell that I use is the target load. This is basically a bird shot. Inside this thing are really small metal pebbles, and it will have a wider spread when you shoot it, but a little less penetration. Second shell that I use is a box shot. So inside this box shot are basically ball bearings. I don't know if you can see inside there. And so this will still have spread and a little more penetration. Now, the third shell that I use is a slug, which basically just have a big metal chunk inside the shell. Now, the reason why I have all these attachments on my shotgun is because this by itself only holds 5 shells in the magazine tube and then 1 in the chamber. I wanted to have more capacity, which is always a good thing. So that's why I've added side saddles. The reason that I went to get a red dot is because I want a better way to see my target. And the reason why I have a flashlight on my shotgun is because most home invasions do happen at night, and I want to see who I'm shooting at. All right, so let's load this thing up. So first, let's take my buckshots, and I'm gonna put it on the front portion of my side saddle. I'm gonna put 3 of those buckshots here. So the reason why I have it in this orientation is it's easier for me to load by just pulling it down, putting it in. Next, I'm gonna put my slug, and I'll have it in this orientation. I'll put it on the first 3 slots on my saddle. The slugs is gonna be for more precise shot for me. So by having it in this orientation, I'm not gonna be mistaking it for target shot. All right, let's work on this saddle. Let's go ahead and do the same pretty much on the first saddle that we have. I'm gonna take my 2 buckshots. I'm gonna place it on pretty much the same orientation that I have on the first one. I'm gonna put it upside down, and I have my remaining 3 slugs, and I put it on the last 3 slots of my saddle. So my reasoning for having it set up this way, so this saddle is going to be my primary reloads, and then if I'm out of it, I'm gonna still have 2 more extra buckshots and then 3 more extra slugs, just in case I still need more reloads. Now, I did show you that I'm using 1 target shot. Again, this target shot has little pebbles in it. Imagine metal nerds candies inside. It will have a wider spread, but a little less penetration. This would act as my warning shot. I know you guys have opinions with warning shot, if it's needed or not needed. For me personally, I just feel like I need to have a warning shot. That's just my opinion. Now, this shell will live in the barrel of my shotgun, ready to be used. I do have my safety on here, make sure that it's safe. Now my Mossberg 88 is ready. All right guys, so now I'm gonna show you how it is set up in my room. That's where it lives, right on top of my headboard. Alright guys, I hope you learned something today on how to set up a home defense shotgun as a regular civilian. If you did, please consider hitting the like button and maybe subscribing. Appreciate the support. And if you don't like this video, by all means hit the dislike button, leave a comment. I still appreciate it. Thank you guys. Rome out. Bye.